Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for episode 4. In this episode of Navigating Closing Without a Realtor, we're breaking down a specific aspect of the closing process, the separate closings for both the seller and the buyer. As we mentioned in our last episode, post-pandemic, the typical way real estate closings are conducted in Rhode Island changed a bit. Unlike a joint closing where both parties sit at the same table, separate closings are now usually held involving distinct meetings for the seller and the buyer with their respective attorneys. Let's break down what happens during each. Number 1, seller's closing. As the seller, your closing will involve signing various documents like the property deed and any other paperwork required for the transfer of ownership to the new buyer with your hired real estate attorney. You'll also provide the necessary keys and access devices the buyers will need. As your own Stinkin Realtor, you'll schedule this meeting with your attorney at your convenience around your schedule and availability. Number 2, buyer's closing. On the buyer's side, they'll go through a somewhat similar process. They'll arrange to meet with their closing attorney to sign their mortgage documents and anything else related to the property purchase, hand over any down payment they're required to make per their mortgage, and the title company or closing agent will ensure that the buyer's funds are received from their mortgage lender. Number 3, exchange of funds. Once the attorneys have confirmed that all documents are signed and recorded with the local municipality, the attorneys will fund the purchase and any proceeds owed to you as the seller will be issued. This is typically done through check or wire transfer depending on what you made arrangements for, and it represents the culmination of your home selling journey. Number 4, distribution of documents. Once both the seller and the buyer have completed their respective closings, the title company or closing agent will ensure that all documents are distributed to the appropriate parties so that you have them for your records and tax filing purposes. Separate closings provide a focused, convenient, and efficient way to complete the necessary steps for each party. Congratulations on your closing, but you're not done quite yet. Stay tuned as we move forward to the final phase in episode 5. Post-closing steps and considerations. As we get closer to the end of our journey, please be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more valuable insights. We're here as your resource for all things real estate. See you in episode 5.